Hello surfboard fans, welcome to boardshop.co.uk. We're here again to look at a new surfboard model with him. More about him in a minute. It's the Bradley Solution, brand new performance shortboard. And this guy Jez, who we sponsor, and is sponsored by O'Neill and Bradley, and he runs Unisurfity upside down, you can Google that later. He's going to talk us through this board. He's been surfing in the Maldives and in the Channel Islands and France and what have you. And he really likes it. And if he likes it, it means we like it. And if we like it, it probably means you'll like it as well. So here's Jez to talk about the Solution.
Okay, so being the slightly older gent, I've surfed a very, very long time, and it's really hard to find something that's got a fair bit of volume that sits underneath where you really need it most. So this board's actually quite beefed out. So if you look at it through the middle of the board, you've got lots and lots of volume underneath your chest. Fair bit in the tail as well. So I'm pretty much like a large to extra large surfer, I suppose. So because of that, I need quite a lot of volume underneath my back foot because I tend to be naturally quite powerful in my surfing. So with this board, if you look at the outline, you've actually got like a really nice high performance kind of plan shape going on here. But somehow Bradley's just managed to stuff lots of foam into it. So the secret with this is that if you actually look at it from here, I don't know if you can see the rocker coming out the tail, there's actually quite a lot of rocker out the back end, whereas coming into the front it's quite flat. But generally I surf off my back foot, so I've ridden this in all sorts of waves now. So it was originally for like fairly solid, decent surf out in the Maldives. However, we had like some historical kind of swell out there, so there's actually waves at Sultans and at Jails which ended up like easily double overhead, occasionally even bigger. And on this thing it just absolutely went. So out of all of the boards I had out there, this became like my go-to for everything from like head high all the way through to like some filthy Sultans. Boards that it kind of compares with, very, very similar feeling to, I had like a chubby cheddar, which is like an LSD or Luke Steadman designs. So it felt similar to that, but with a lot more whip and a lot more kind of truss out the tail on it as well. And that's purely down to like the narrowness of the tail. There is a slight hip in it as well, but very, very subtle. Concave wise, not overly sure, but it's pretty subtle, but it's kind of like single running into like a double, and then you've got that nice little flip out the end as well. So that really kind of whips it around and makes it really vertical. But yeah, I was quite surprised. I rode this in fairly weak surf as well, not expecting it to kind of really go because it's not a groveler. Grovel wise, I'd normally ride either the Gladiator here or one of my all-time favourites, which is the Viper. But with that, you can see it's got one hell of a wide tail on it and an exaggerated hip. But it's kind of like the step-up version of these two boards. And then the other one as well that I've got is the Killer at the back here. So this is like for English slop. So it's basically like a modern day fish. So you've got like a nice fishy outline, but it's really high performance. Plenty of volume in it as well. So it goes super well. Really like this board in junk, but anyway.
That's enough, Jez.
Yeah.
Come back here with a microphone. We can only afford one microphone. So the Solution, the new Bradley board, if you're looking for a board for better waves to sit above your groveler or to sit above your fat hybrid, give the Solution a look because it's got that top end performance, but also has enough foam and meat and width through it that if waves aren't completely perfect and lined up, even in our choppy conditions, it'll still work. And like Jez says, it's fast, ultra responsive and very whippy to surf. It's online right now. You can buy it on interest-free credit. You can trade an old board against it and all that other stuff. Any questions, get in touch. Email or give us a ring. We are humans. In the meantime, thanks Jez and thanks for watching.
Thank you.